Yeah. Mira Narayan.
Namaste, Guruji. You said the last sentence was that Sat and Asat, Ubhayatmika, two opposites cannot exist together. But we have been learning, no? Sat is the Adharam for Asat, right? So there it's as though they are existing together. So it's hard to understand. Because all pervasiveness, it is there everywhere. You can't separate the Asat from Sat. That's what I was thinking. In that case,
Correct. 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 Yeah, two opposites cannot be at the same place at the same time. That means what? Either, see, Sat can be superimposed on the Sat.
hmm,
Superimposed. Adhara, is it Sat or Asat?
it is Sat.
Adhara is Sat. Adhara can never be Asat. Okay. That is what is said. Adhara is Sat. Now, what about Maya?
Maya is neither
The
Sat
state,
nor Asat.
yeah, it is neither existent nor non-existent, like
Yeah.
that Shankara is saying here. That means it does not have an absolute reality. That is the meaning. Maya is existent like the existence of everything else. Means Maya is also mithya. That is what is being said here. Upayatmika, no. So Upayatmika means can it be existent and non-existent? That is not possible. That's not possible. For anything, it is not possible. Not just for Maya. For anything, that statement is true. So you're saying Satyam and Mithya are at the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
Where
Because one
Satyam is, there only.
Adharam.
See, where Mithya is, there must be Satyam. Where Satyam is, Mithya has to be there.
Yeah.
No, where Mithya is, Satyam is there. But where Satyam is, Mithya need not be there.
Hmm.
Need not be there. Because Mithya is Agamapai. So it can be there, it cannot be there, need not be there. Like clay pot. Like clay pot. Where pot is there, clay must be there. But where clay is there, pot need not be there.
Hmm.
But we are only talking about Maya. We are talking about pot.
Hmm.
Pot cannot be both existent and non-existent. That's what we are saying. We are not comparing pot and clay. We are not comparing pot and clay. We are only talking about pot. Pot either exists or does not exist. You can't say pot exists and doesn't exist. Not possible. That means what? What? That is what we are saying. Existence and non-existence cannot be at the same place at the same time.
Okay.
I hope you got it right.
Yeah. Kind of. I have to
If
think
you
about
come, yeah, think about it. If you say pot exists where clay exists, that is different. You're talking about two things. You're
it.
talking about Satyam and Mithya at the same place. Let it be. Talking about Mithya pot.
Hmm.
Think about it.
It's probably like a dream. It's easy to connect because in the dream, everything from the perspective of the dreamer, everything exists and it doesn't exist also.
Correct. Correct. It exists when it is deemed to exist.
Yeah,
Until you change your mind, it exists.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. We'll look at the dream example next class also.
Yeah. Adharam is nothing to do with the mithya. That's what it's. The adharam is just it has to be, the adharam has to be, when we look from the perspective of adharam, then you can say this is mithya. But from mithya perspective, everything seems to be real.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. For that Nitya, Shankara is saying you cannot call it real or unreal or combination of real and unreal. Like that he's saying. Good. Think about it. Hema, then Prasad,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Vaidya.
Guruji, that nirvachaniyam, that is a little confusing for me, because then it becomes anirvachaniyam. So when nir is there, normally nir we associate with the absence of something, right? So here for
Yeah,
that absence
correct.
is that so nirvignam we say, and nisandeha, like that we
Yeah.
say. But there is a
Yeah,
word
this is not this is not normal. This is abnormal. This is
that
abnormal.
nirbhasa is also there, where also this, it is like the nirvachaniyam only, I think, no? That word nirbhasa, nirbhasyamanam. So
Correct.
it is more bright, more shining, like that.
Nischayatmika.
Yeah.
Nischayatmika.
No. So in that meaning it is. So it is
Correct.
not nirgatam, like how
Correct.
we define that
Correct.
nai bahurihi, not like that. It's not like that.
Correct.
Okay.
It is not one of those nunj. It is not a
Nai
negating
bahuri.
ni.
Not negating. That negating comes with the anirvachaniyam.
Yeah. Correct.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Prasad, then Vaidya.
Namaste, Vivekachoodamani. Even before going to my question, actually, so because the definition of Maya is like we can't say it is or we can't say it is not. So I can only take at a time one definition. For example, because of my ajnana, I can stick right now, the world is real to me. So we can't, it is not untrue to me at this point of time, right? Because I see this world universe. Only when I get enlightened or realized, that's when other thing comes into picture, because knowledge happened, and hence we can't say it is happens, because through knowledge I removed my ignorance, and then so two definitions though defined at the same time. So probably I can put it like one at a time, because Vyavaharika, where I'm thinking this is like true for me. So it is like we can't say it is not at this point of time. And then later, once knowledge comes, I can say we can't say it is. So that's, I was just thinking that. Another thing, when earlier, so if you ask me to give both pot and clay at the same time, I cannot give you. So that there itself, it's clear, like anirvachaniyam. So basically the pot, when it say nachamastani bhutani, finally when it says it is not existing in me, so it means that I can give pot and clay at the same time to you. So just thought on that. Actually, so the surrender, when you mentioned, Vivekumarji, I remember this is the first book I read, Surrender of Swamiji. Because I think before coming into Vedanta, this is during our Gita Jayanti or sometime I got it and I read it, I think. So where he defined, I remember still, there is no other surrender except that of my projections, for I own hardly anything else to surrender. All my anxieties, fears, apprehensions, they form the basis of world which I project. So I cannot, I am in a world of my own projections. The immediate surrender is to renunciation of all those prejudices, which forms the basis of all this, my perception. So that's I remember. So just want to share with you about surrender.
Correct. Correct. Surrender. What belongs to you, you can surrender.
Yeah.
See,
Correct.
when you apprehend somebody who's stolen something, and you ask that person surrendered all the gold bars, surrendered.
Hmm.
Okay, he had something to surrender. But what about what does a human being really own to say this is mine? And then there is like that, there is such a thing doesn't exist. So really, you can't surrender. You can only surrender what belongs to you, but what belongs to you really?
The
I
example of
think
home building and all that he mentioned, I think, if I remember correctly. Like all
yeah,
these engineer, then electrician. I mean, all that doesn't belong to me. So
correct,
thank
correct.
you,
We can
sir.
only give up what belongs to me, and that there's all this ahankara and avidya and everything, anxieties and everything, which are stuck to me, which don't really belong to me. That's the thing that we surrender.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Prasad. Prasad, you are going to chant Dakshinamurti Stotram, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dakshinamurti.
Yeah, what you can do is tell the meaning of one shloka
Once
in
more.
Sanskrit. In Sanskrit,
Right.
that
Helpful.
will be good. One or two
Okay.
shlokas we do that. Then we want to highlight that this thing, no, their ability to express the ideas in Sanskrit language.
Hmm.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prasad. Yeah, Vaidya and Ramuji.
Yeah, namaste, namaste, Jay Kumarji. In this verse, the asat that is being referring to is basically tucham, right? Because in other contexts, asat itself is used for mithya.
Correct. Here, Tucham, non-existence.
Right. Yeah.
Correct.
And so I was hoping that that would explain what difficulty that Miraji was having with this verse.
Right.
I
Exactly.
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
I have one other question, which, is probably related, but so, it says that Maya is not separate from Brahman, which is understandable because Maya doesn't have a independent existence from Brahman, right? So like, that's like saying we are, Puja Swamiji will always say, you're not separate from Ishvara. Always say that. If there is one takeaway from listening to Puja Swamiji, that must be the one takeaway. To at least start this, teaching, in my opinion, this learning in my, for our students. You're not
Only
separate
Ishvara.
from Ishvara. Now, the other part is, he's saying is, Maya is not separate like that. Meaning Maya is separate, you can think like that, right? So that part I am not able to understand as easily.
yeah, Maya is
So
Bhinnapya
can you
Bhinna.
explain?
So
Huh?
Maya is neither separate nor non-separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either separate nor non-separate. That's what he's talking about. Yeah. That also. Yeah, we'll cover that. We'll cover it in the next class. And
Okay. Okay.
that is why it is anirvachani. That is why the human mind struggles to understand it,
Hmm.
because we can't place it in one of these buckets, clean buckets.
Right.
Correct.
Right. But that's the same, like you said, Maya is Mithya. Like that, everything, like the pot is like that, the ornament is like that, right?
Correct.
And then you can add a dimension to it, saying that the pot really doesn't exist, but the pot holds water. How it does it is because of the power of Maya, right?
Right. Right. So that's
That's
what
how
we are.
Puja Swamiji will say.
Correct. Pot doesn't
Yeah.
exist. If you say pot doesn't exist, means you just throw the pot on his head. then he will change his mind.
Yeah, you can't say that. Yeah. 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 Thank you, Jaykumarji.
Yeah. Thanks.
Probably
Venkat.
also, Guruji, because this asat, no, we always take it in terms of understanding with respect to sat. There cannot be an opposite to sat, right? The asat is something which cannot be an opposite to sat, because there cannot be anything other than sat. So maybe that's the reason the confusion. When we see mithya, all these words bhinna, abhinna and all, we take it in the normal parlance as opposites, right? So we cannot compare it with sat. Sat is something which doesn't have an opposite. Existence.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll discuss that. Maybe after the next class we can review it also,
Yeah.
because we have not explained it. I have not explained what sat is, etc. We've just started. So it's we continue this discussion.
Dhanyawad, Guruji.
Yeah. Yeah. Ramuji, then Mahesh.
Talking about surrender, Nachulji was saying no one can surrender because no one can commit suicide of his ego. He says surrender to the Guru Pada. Guru Pada represents the knowledge. Surrender to the knowledge, understanding the knowledge. That is the real thing he was telling today.
Okay. Yeah. So important it is. Ahankara and Mamakara.
One will commit suicide, he says. He will not
Yeah.
allow you.
Yeah. Yeah. Surrendering Ahankara. It's not possible. Surrendering the surrenderer. Because if I surrender, then I'll come and tell everybody, I surrendered myself.
Ego,
Then
another
who-
ego. Another ego.
Then who is talking? Yeah. So yeah, very important. Sharanagati is very important idea. And thank you, Ramu.
They doesn't understand properly. That's what he says.
Yeah. Thank you, Ramu. Mahesh, go ahead.
Namaste, Jaykumari. Thank you for taking my question. This, I don't know, so I'm saying we are equating Sharanagati to surrender. No? Maybe that is where, because surrender in our normal parlance is like, say, like East Pakistan surrendered to India. That is a different surrender than this. So that's how in any war a country A surrenders to B, or a thief surrenders to police, or somebody like that. So I don't know whether surrender is the right translation.
No, it is not. It is not the right translation.
So the more every time you surrender, you express a surrender, our thinking goes somewhere else. That's my thinking.
Correct.
I don't know. Maybe we have to start using something different, or you only use the word Sharanagati. I don't know.
Yeah, Arpanam Sharanagati. Ishwararpana Buddhi is Sharanagati. Karma Yoga. Ishwararpana Buddhi. Arpana. It's a Sharanagati. Yeah, so it's better to not be carried away by these English words.
Yeah,
It's difficult to translate.
because it has been used. We have been used, or it has been used in much different context. Mostly.
Correct.
Just like moksha and salvage, you cannot say, because the moment you say salvage, you understand that something is ruined, you sell whatever you can sell, that is salvation.
Yeah. Good
So
point.
anyway, on this, one sloka number 108, what do you mean by limitless Ishvara? Does then question comes, is there another Ishvara called limited Ishvara?
Yeah,
But Ishvara by definition is limitless.
yeah, that is fine. So you can leave it at Ishvara or limitless Ishvara. It's the same thing. Paramesha Shakti, the Param Ishvara. So that word Param was translated as limitless. So it is just a translation. It's a remnant of a translation. Limitless Ishvara.
Yeah, and so I was talking maybe power of the Lord or power of the Ishvara probably is good enough. Even though it says Paramesha Shakti. Maybe Para was, they could have said what is the Isha Shakti also. I don't know. So I'm just saying, I don't know. The moment I was writing, I was thinking, then what is limited to Ishvara?
Right, right. And that's fine. I mean, Ishvara is limitless. So whether we write limitless or not, it should be understood. It should be understood properly. That's all.
Another thing is this, I know the discussion we had about Maya in this satsang. Maya early on we defined, or not, sorry, Mithya, not Maya, Mithya. Mithya we defined as something which has a dependent existence. That's why we never said whether it is whether it is existent or non-existent. Right? That's how Mithya was defined. So I thought that was the much better way of to define Mithya. Rather than saying that how can both exist at the same time and all that. It says it has something else for its existence. Just like pot has clay for its existence.
Right.
So
No,
I
that's
don't
fine.
know.
So that's why we introduced Mithya first, and then Maya comes
Yeah.
first later. Yeah.
All those, right from Tattvabodha, that's how we have been. Suddenly we say it is neither existent nor. I mean, of course, he is talking about Maya, not Mithya. But Mithya, Maya being Mithya is a different, another step.
Correct. Correct. You're right. Observation is correct. So Maya is being described now. So we will look at Maya some more, and then try to
Maya
understand
is Mithya because it has Brahman to exist. It needs Brahman to exist.
Correct.
Is that correct statement?
Yes, it is correct.
Yeah, just like every other object.
Right. Correct.
Except that Maya is, we cannot see it or something, is not what do you call it? It is not, it's only by its effect we can see. You cannot point out something. Just like maybe I can say something like electricity. You can see it presence only by its effect.
Correct. You're right. Maya is like that. Karyanumeya. Maya. Paramesha Shakti.
Yeah, I think the Param we have in the past defined as limitless rather than beyond or something superior and all that.
Correct.
So that's how probably got it here as limitless.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you. Thank you, Mahesh. Okay. We'll pause with that if there are no other questions. So we're going to have that program on 19th, right? We have not sent the announcement yet, but Prasanna and Narayanan are working on the announcement. We'll send it out. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanathaye Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
धन्यवाद.